when we were shooting the video, we thought that ऐसा कुछ लोगों को पेश किया जाए जहाँ पर they forget all their worries. There's a song I did called Music Bajega Loud to Radha Nachegi. That was, I think, my biggest scale song. It was like we had some 100, 150 dancers. Till today, every time I start my next film, I feel like I'm doing my first film. The one time I've worked with her, and I think that'll be something that I'll always remember, is Saroj ji. I really missed out on working with her again. And I think the last peppy dance number I did was for Dabangg 3, which was You Karke. And then this whole thing happened, and then once shoot opened up and sab cheeze are starting to kind of go back on track.
Alright, Sonakshi Sinha, welcome back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you. Pleasure to be back.
And you're live right now on Bollywood Hungama Facebook and Twitter. So tell us, coming up with a new song after quite a while.
Quite a while, yes. You're right about that.
Why the gap in the first place?
The gap, एक तो because of the pandemic, मेरी कोई गलती नहीं थी इसमें.
Right.
Before that, I think the last peppy dance number I did was for Dabangg 3, which was You Karke. And then this whole thing happened, and then once shoot opened up and सब चीजें are starting to kind of go back on track, मैंने सोचा कि क्यों ना एक अच्छा सा peppy, fun, young, fresh dance number किया जाए, and that's exactly what I did.
Right. And do you think that it is also in a way a celebration of the fact that things are opening up now?
Well, I hope so. Things are not completely open. We still have to be a bit careful.
Right, of course.
I'm not going to deny that. We all have to take care of each other. But yeah, I mean, it's something that even when we were shooting the video, we thought that ऐसा कुछ लोगों को पेश किया जाए जहाँ पर they forget all their worries. People can sit and chill with their friends and just kind of groove to a number like that. So that was the feeling we had in mind when we started shooting for the song.
Right. Okay. So tell us something about Mil Maya. It's releasing on 28th of September.
Yes, I'm
You guys
super
have launched the
excited.
audio today.
Like you said, that it's something I'm doing something like this after a very long time, so I'm very excited. Coincidentally, दोनों गानों की singer Rashi Sood ही थी. So there's some weird connection I have with her voice and the way she sings. She's a beautifully talented, versatile singer, and yeah. So when I heard the song, immediately I was like tapping my foot. I was moving to it, and मुझे बहुत मजा आया गाना सुन के. So I said, भाई ये video तो करना ही है.
You, I think, are in love with Rashi's singing. What do you find so special about her singing? Apparently, she's a teacher, and music is a
I don't
passion.
know. I just feel like I said, she's got a very versatile voice. I can totally picture her, singing a very emotional song as well, a soft song as well, and the way she sung Mil Mahiya so beautifully. So it's clear that she can fit into a genre like this also. So that's what I really like. And when I met her, she's just such a sweet girl. So I feel like her niceness reflects in her voice, and that's why I like it even more.
You've been part of such big songs for so many years now, and now when you're approached for any song, what is that motivation for you? That मैं इतने सारे में गाने already मैं कर चुकी हूँ. That why should I do another song?
हाँ, but मुझे और करने हैं. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है
but still, there must be some element ना that कि अभी मैं इतनी सारी चीजें कर चुकी हूँ, मुझे कुछ अलग होना चाहिए. There should be something different that I should be doing.
I think करते रहना चाहिए because you never know what clicks with the audience and what doesn't click. So for me, it's very instinctive. मुझे कुछ अच्छा लग गया, I like to do that. And वो अगर audience को पसंद आ गया तो even better.
When you hear the song for the first time, maybe there may be certain steps that may come to your mind. So do you also discuss with the choreographer that how you can maybe innovate as far as choreography is concerned?
The only thing I told these guys was Amit Krishnan and the choreographers was that do something that is relatable and that's something people can follow and groove along to when they watch the video. And I think they did that quite well. They're very like steps that you can do with your friends sitting at home. Just like it's very easy to pick up. It goes with the groove of the song and they're catchy. So hopefully it should everybody should be grooving to it very, very soon.
What about the lyrics? What is the motivation as far as lyrics is concerned for you as a performer?
For me as a performer, they have to be fun. They have to be, as in, they have to mean something. They can't just be any gibberish, that people can't understand. It has to be, for me, a very important criteria. It has to be family friendly. Yeah. So, yeah, I think lyrically, it just has to be something that is appealing to the ears, basically.
Who have been all your all-time favorite choreographers to work with?
The one time I've worked with her, and I think that'll be something that I'll always remember, is Sarojji. And I really missed out on working with her again. But that one song that I worked with her on will be just etched in my memory forever. Then, of course, Prabhu sir is someone who has really made me dance like nobody's business. Um, then I think Remo sir, yeah, as a choreographer, for sure, yeah.
Sonakshi, what are your views on this interesting when new music labels are coming up? People are releasing songs on their YouTube channels. The music is really opening up. It's no more like a monopoly of a few players in the market.
Of course, I think it's great that avenues are opening up for so many people, so many artists, so many genres. And initially, like film music was everything that people used to listen to. Right now, there are so many independent artists, and they've got such great opportunities to showcase their work. I think it's great, and a lot of avenues have opened up for them, and it's fantastic in my opinion.
Are you missing stage shows because of COVID?
Very much. Oh God, I was just telling someone today only that I miss performing on stage so much. It was my favorite part about my job, just being on stage with a live audience and performing. It's the best. I really miss it.
Would you like to share any experience of performing for any song while shooting for it, and that has stayed with you, like a dance song, and that memory has stayed with you?
I think there's a song I did called Music Bajega Loud to Radha Nachegi. That was, I think, my biggest scale song. It was like we had some 150 dancers. The setup was like, the ghats of Maheshwar with like fully lit up. And it was just I feel scale wise, the biggest song that I did. So that is something that will stay with me. And of course, the dancing in that song was amazing. Remo sir choreographed it. So that kind of stayed with me. Then of course my first song ever, I think that is a memory that will never leave my mind, which was Mas Mas Do Nain. Although no dancing, just a lot of expressions and talking through the eyes, and I'll always remember that.
Now, considering that you've been part of such so many big songs, so many huge songs, and even when you're performing on stage, for example, now so many people, like say for example 200 300 people, they are on stage, and in many ways they're depending on your performance, that how your mood will be on that given day, and how well you'll perform that day, and how big the song becomes, and everyone benefits because of that. Does that at any point of time put any sort of pressure on you, or it's important for you to enjoy that moment, but either it's a live show or while shooting for a song?
I think it's very important to enjoy every moment, honestly. If you take pressure on yourself, that's when you'll feel it. So it's just better not to, in my opinion. Just do your work, do it well, have fun while you're doing it. Work should not feel like work, I believe. That's when you enjoy doing it much more. And yeah, so I don't take that kind of pressure on me for no reason.
मैं आपसे पहले भी इसके बारे में जिक्र कर चुका हूँ, मैं एक बार फिर से करूंगा, बिकॉज आई थिंक मेरे ख्याल से मैं जितनी बार भी इसके बारे में जिक्र करूँ वो कम होगा. तो मैंने जो मतलब I've traveled with you a lot, and I've seen you perform up on stage many times, and जैसे मैंने आपसे पहले भी जिक्र किया है, वो एनर्जी लेवल्स में मैंने कहीं पर भी कोई एक पैसे की भी कमी नहीं देखी आपके परफॉर्मेंस में, एंड whenever you were on stage you were the happiest. And मैंने आपको in fact at one of the shows I spoke to you right before you were about to enter, and you were no nerves, there were no nerves, you were happy, you were very very cheerful. People who might be watching this, and youngsters who might be watching and thinking of joining the industry, what would you like to tell to them, that why is it important to treat each day as if it is your first day, and give it your all and enjoy it to the maximum?
I think that's the only way you don't get complacent with what you're doing, right? Like for me, till today, every time I start my next film, I feel like I'm doing my first film. And I think that's what's also really kind of gotten me so far. and it's important that you don't get complacent in what you're doing. So yeah, I'd just like to tell everybody that you might think that by doing this or that, being seen on social media, or like making reels all the time, or like doing stuff that is like that gets you more eyeballs, is what is going to actually take you forward. But no, I can assure you that it's only your hard work, your determination, your focus on your job. And yeah, I would say that concentrate on your craft as much as you can, rather than these other things on the outside. So that would be my only advice, I think.
आप अपनी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में आप किस किस्म की म्यूजिक सुनना पसंद करती हैं? Because I'm sure apart from the fact that you must be training, you must be rehearsing for songs, but I think for a performer like you, who is known the world over, people have loved your songs, and there are many songs which have attained that iconic stage. So आपकी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में कौन से आप गाने सुनना पसंद करती हैं? Because I think मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि वो रिदम का आपकी बॉडी का हिस्सा होना जरूरी है.
I think I listen mostly to Punjabi music, and my playlists are so scattered and like varied. बहुत अलग-अलग genres के, बहुत अलग-अलग types के गाने एक साथ आपको दिखाई देंगे मेरे playlist पे. But yeah, mostly Punjabi music is what I listen to.
Over the years, has that interest changed in terms of, like, say, Western songs by any chance?
No, it's only gotten like deeper, my interest in Punjabi music, because there's such talented artists, and every day there's a new artist, and they're making such new age sounds. For example, Mil Mahiya, you had such a good amalgamation of like different sounds and like Punjabi lyrics and new age music. There's an EDM drop in the song. So it's a great mix of a lot of things. So I appreciate the newness that they bring every single day.
Great. And so Sonakshi, you are having some really interesting projects right now, both on OTT as well as movies, of course. So are you really enjoying this phase in spite of the pandemic? I think you are having some of the best works.
I think I've been blessed. I don't have any reason to complain. I've had work that kind of got stalled because of the pandemic, but then it opened up. I was able to finish it. I've had stuff that's released on OTT rather than kind of waiting endlessly for it to release. So I think I've had a not such a bad time.
Right. And would you like to tell us something about your forthcoming projects and why they're special for you?
Yes, I just finished my first horror comedy, which is called Kakuda for RSV Films, and I had a blast shooting it. It was too much fun. I can't wait for it to release. I want people to see me in that genre as well. I'm waiting for Fall to release. I don't have an exact release date yet, but hopefully very soon, because it's completely ready. And a few other exciting things I'm doing and cooking, and I'll tell you when the time is right.
Fantastic. So Sonakshi, as always, wonderful talking to you, and congratulations for another wonderful rocking song, and looking forward to the music video on 28th September. And looking forward to all your future works. Thank you very much.
Super. Thank you, Faridun. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye.